lot of model. Check for me. Don't check for me unless you got checks for me. I kept a stick like a hobo, no checking me. Way back when D-Lo had the spot in Church Street. So many they get a vasectomy.
What is up, guys? It's Upcoming Sports here with 10 teams that nailed the 2019 NBA draft. And this is my own opinion, so if you disagree, just make sure to leave a comment. And nobody can really predict the future, so we don't know what these guys are going to turn out to be, or if they're going to be busts or superstars. But if you're new, make sure you go down, hit the subscribe button with notifications on so you don't miss a video. And we're going to start things off with the Atlanta Hawks, who I give an A+ grade for this draft. And they were not scared to trade up to go and get their guy at number 4, DeAndre Hunter with the Pelicans. And DeAndre Hunter is one of my favorite players in this draft. He's very NBA ready, but he also has a lot of potential. They also managed to pick up Cam Reddish with the 10th overall pick, who Cam Reddish has top 5 pick potential and talent. He just needs to put it together, and they managed to get one of their centers of the future, which they didn't really have going into the next season, Bruno Fernando, who's very solid in the second round. Another team that I really liked in the draft was the Cleveland Cavaliers at an A-. I would have gave them an A+, but I'm kind of questioning their selection at number 5 of Darius Garland. They're trying to pair a backcourt of Garland and Sexton, and they're not very tall, either of them. I mean, it could work like a CJ McCollum, Damian Lillard backcourt, but we'll have to see. I did like their pickup of Dylan Windler, who's an amazing shooter, really good scorer, has a lot of athleticism at 26, and Kevin Porter Jr., who they gave 4 second-round picks to the Pistons. He's going to be really good if he can keep focused and stay on course. And the Denver Nuggets are also going to make this list because they didn't have any draft picks to start the night, and they did manage to get a second-round pick and grabbed Bol Bol, who was a projected top 5 pick before his injury at Oregon. He is a monster. There's no question about his talent. 7'2". He's just like a Michael Porter Jr. Had injury concerns and started falling a lot. But Bol Bol is going to be really good if he can stay healthy. That's the only concern. And now you've got one of the most deadliest young cores in the league, I think, with Jokic, Murray, Michael Porter Jr., and Bol Bol. Another team on this list that was already pretty good was the LA Clippers, and I gave them a pretty good grade because they traded in to get a guy that they liked, Mfiondu Kabengele out of Florida State, and he's got a lot of potential. He's got a 7-foot wingspan at 6'10", so he's a very good defender, can also shoot a little bit. They also grabbed his teammate in the second round at 48, Terrence Mann. I'm a big fan of this guy. Terrence Mann just plays gritty defense, kind of fits the form of the Clippers, just plays gritty defense and do a lot of things, and he's going to go great alongside Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Going to take some time to develop, but both of these guys are very good. And on this list, my favorite team, the Los Angeles Lakers, at a B+, because they had no first or second round picks in this draft, but they managed to get a first round talent, maybe even a lottery talent in the second round at number 46. Talen Horton-Tucker, I believe is how you pronounce his name, but he's got a huge wingspan. He's built like a monster. He's really got a really weird frame, but it's a strong frame. He can do a lot of things. He can shoot, create his own shot, knock down the 3-ball, so he's going to go alongside LeBron and Anthony Davis very well, and a second round pick, so he doesn't cost that much money. I think that's a W. Another team that managed to ace their draft, the Memphis Grizzlies, and I say this because they managed to get 2 guys who should have gone in the lottery. Obviously, Ja Morant at number 2 wasn't really too difficult to select him after Zion was gone. Best point guard in this draft, so they got a W there. But then they traded 2 spots for a guy that probably should have went in the top 10. For sure, the lottery, Brandon Clark, who's an elite defender, very athletic, so they've got a lot of athletic guys now on that roster, and their defense is now getting really good around Morant, who's not the best defender. So as far as scheme and building a team, they're doing really good in Memphis. The Minnesota Timberwolves made a big trade to move up 5 spots with the Suns, and that is a W because I think they finessed the Suns completely. The Suns did a horrible decision here, giving up Jared Culver, which they didn't really need, but they could have took a point guard in Kobe White. But Jared Culver is going to be an amazing player for the Timberwolves, kind of fits their build, going to play defense, which Wiggins and Towns lack. And they also managed to get a pretty good point guard out of Washington, Jalen Noel. So he's going to be more of a project point guard, but he can definitely get buckets to surround Towns with some talent. Way better than what you would have got at 11 and Sarge. Obviously, the New Orleans Pelicans are going to be on this list at an A+, probably the best rating alongside the Hawks. But they took a guy who can be a generational talent, an MVP caliber guy in the future in Zion Williamson, which was a no-brainer. Everyone knew Zion was the #1 pick. But they also managed to turn a #4 pick into Jackson Hayes, which they needed a center, but the floor spacing is going to be kind of weird with Zion, Lonzo, Ingram, and Jackson Hayes, so they'll have to figure that out. But they did take a versatile guard, combo guard, Nickeil Alexander-Walker, so he's really good. I thought he could have maybe gone in the lottery as well. And the Spurs also had a really good draft, but I'm giving them a B+ because they didn't really take guys who are going to make that much of an impact right away. But I think in the Spurs system, they're definitely going to make a bigger impact than on any other team. And I'm going based off of legacy and giving them the benefit of the doubt, mostly because they're really good with their draft picks, no matter where they are at, even in the second round. Keldon Johnson should have gone in the lottery or just outside of it because he's a really good shooter, has the potential to be a great defender. They also got some other guys. Lucas Amanek's going to be a project, but the Spurs can definitely develop him into something good. Now, the Portland Trailblazers are going to be on this list, but only at a B because they kind of got lucky. They didn't really trade up. They just stayed put and took the best player available who fell into their lap. Nasir Little was projected as high as #8 to the Hawks, so to get him at 25, that is a steal. He is still a little bit raw, but the Portland Trailblazers just need some talent at the small forward and just a wing that's going to defend. He's going to defend right off the bat. His offense, though, is going to be a project. So if CJ and Dame can carry on offense, Nasir Little is going to be a great defender, and he can maybe be a third option in the future. But that is going to do it for this list. Make sure you drop a like, leave your comments. What do you guys think about the draft? Road to 500.